So what is child maltreatment? Child maltreatment refers to harm or risk of harm that a child or youth may experience while in the care of someone they trust or depend on. The most common form of child maltreatment is neglect, followed by physical abuse, and then sexual abuse. A multi-type abuse household consists of all forms of abuse within one family. Being a victim of maltreatment is associated with negative consequences, ranging from cognitive behavioral issues and brain development. Maltreatment is reported to reproduce across generations. This means that if someone were to be abused by their parents, then statistically they are more likely to abuse their own children in some form or another. The United States has an estimated high of $124 billion per year in lifetime economic maltreatment cases. Exposure to maltreatment is also linked to other behavioral indicators, such as delinquency, aggression, and substance abuse. Neglect, which is the most prevalent form of maltreatment, affects a youth's involvement in problem behaviors. A study indicated that physical abuse within the first 5 years of life predicts subsequent substance use later in life. Children of alcoholics and addicts. Court studies have indicated that 40 to 60% of childhood abuse and neglect involves at least one parent with a substance use disorder. Children of parents with substance use disorders are more likely to have poorer physical, intellectual, social, and emotional outcomes, and are at greater risk of developing substance use problems later in life. Substance Abuse and Health Services Administration estimated that 7.5 million kids have lived with an alcoholic parent, and 2.1 million have lived with a parent who is addicted to drugs. 50% of these children are more likely to become addicts themselves. Three forms of child maltreatment. Emotional abuse is a broad term that can describe a range of behaviors, including direct verbal assault, active manipulation, or simple neglect and ignoring of the child. One of the emotional abuse-related behaviors most closely linked to the development of substance abuse is the early exposure to drugs and alcohol from a parent. The American Society for the Positive Care of Children reports that more than 18% of children who are maltreated experience physical abuse, and that nearly half of those children die from it. There are multiple levels of physical abuse that can put children in harm's way and lead to the development of drug or alcohol addiction later in life. Another tragically common element of childhood trauma includes sexual abuse. Data from the Department of Health and Human Services indicates that almost 60,000 children are sexually abused per year in the United States. 2/3 of the people in treatment for drug abuse reported being abused or neglected as children.